Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first video on intuition effects for the tape reading sessions. Welcome back. I'm back like I said I was. I've posted the weekly breakdown on Sunday, and like I said, I was going to record one session a week. Basically talking through the trades I'm taking, what am I looking at, everything that's going on inside my head right now for me to take a trade, and showing you guys that 25 pips a week or just going for like 2% a week can seriously grow your account. I'm not here to like run up an account to like 1 million or anything like that. I'm just here to provide some sort of consistency in the community to show you guys that this can be done every single week. Again, I only trade EU and GU. Those are the only pairs I will be trading, unless these markets start to collapse in a weird way. Then obviously might have to change to Nasdaq. But for now, it's EU and GU. I've set the paper trading account to $100,000, and that's what we'll be starting from. All transparency will be there. Every loss, every win. I'll document all of it for you guys on YouTube, and I'll put the videos up there so you guys can keep track, and I'll always show the balance at the end of the video and at the start of the video so you guys see full transparency. And here you guys can see is 100,000. There's no trades taken, and we are starting from fresh. So I'm looking at EU at the moment. I'm looking at shorts. If you go on the daily chart, which I'm going to do for you guys now, I'll bring that up from another screen because I don't want to touch all of this here. Just bear with me one moment. Where's the dollar? There we are. So if we... Whoa, where did all of that go? That was not meant to happen. If I just show you guys the... Where did my chart go? Where did my chart go, huh? Oh, there it is. There you go. There's my chart. Wow. Everything just collapsed. Okay, cool. So if I just show you here, you guys can see the dollar index, and the aim is to get into this volume imbalance. Well, it's an actual real life gap. That's what I'm looking to get into. As you guys can see here, if I break this down, take 12 o'clock over here to this price action, take out that low, breaker, fair value gap, order block, and I want to see longs until we get into that daily gap. So you guys can obviously see here on the flip side on EU, I'm looking for shorts from this order block. I have a feeling it will come into this fair value gap over here. But like I said, I'm more comfortable taking my trade from this order block, from the wick, and allowing a 15 pip stop loss to get back 25 pips. It's about 1.5%. So it's not my weekly target. My weekly target is to hit 2%, between 2 and 2.5. But like I said, sometimes you just have to bear with it. There's weeks that you might only make that 1.5%. That's my trading style. I don't try and go for like the biggest RR unless it's there, unless it's right in front of my eyes and I have everything. But like I said, I don't want to risk having a short stop loss, and I don't want to wait for price to get into that fair value gap either, because it might not. I'm just being logical with it, taking it from the order block, put my stop loss above the order block, and put my take profit at the daily fair value gap on Euro USD. If you guys go on the daily chart, you'll see that it's already closed below the 50% level, so I don't really see it, you know, rebounding higher now. The only thing I see is that we tank to the downside, filling in that daily fair value gap, and that's what's going to give me my 1.5% and with the 25 pips. So that's something I'll be looking for right now. Again, now it's just a waiting game. So again, I've got all the stop loss, the risk of 1%, everything is ready. Soon as it comes into here, I will be taking a short position, and then from there it's just a waiting game. So like I said, there are going to be times where I might speed up the video because I don't want this to be a very long video for you guys. I want to talk you through what I'm doing, but there's times if nothing's happening, price is just moving, I might speed it up because I doubt any of you would want to sit here for, you know, an hour and a half watching slow price action. So we do have news at 3 o'clock. That may be the thing that really moves price. But again, I'm just working with price right now within the New York session. I don't trade the London session at all. I like to wait for the London session to do its thing. And we have traded. Have we traded into it? There's a high on this candle. 2.8. Okay, so we have traded into it. Okay, so we have traded into it. This is where I go. There we go. Go short. That is where my stop loss is, and this is where my take profit is. This is the trade idea. Here is a fair value gap, just in case price does want to run into this before shooting down. I will let it do that, and there we go. There's the trade. Again, I'm showing my execution so you guys can see exactly what candle I'm selling on. I don't look for sniper entries as such. I think the whole trading industry is toxic when it says, you know, of you know, looking for sniper entries. I think that's where you limit yourself. Of course, it's nice to have them, you know, from the wicks is to catch the best entries, but sometimes, you know, you won't always get them. And like I said, it's just about making money, right? It's not about looking good, it's about actually being good. And that's what you want to do, you know, in this industry. So again, we've taken the short from the order block. My stop loss at a very, it's at a respectable level where price shouldn't really go up there at all. If it does go up there, then that's quite concerning, and I may be on the wrong side of the market then. But again, I'm just waiting for price to see what happens. Maybe it goes into this fair value gap before actually swinging lower, and then ultimately I want to see this daily fair value gap get filled in. It would have been helpful if there was some sort of news release at 1:30, like a high impact news but there isn't. So it might take a while to get there. We might even have to wait till 3 o'clock. Hence why I said I will be speeding up the video if that is the case, because I don't want anyone sitting here for an hour and a half, you know, watching slow price action. So I'll speed it up. But like I said, I'm just talking through exactly what's going on in my head right now. Like down movements like this, they don't get me excited. Like, you know, we're seeing a nice reaction, but there's no excitement. There's no real emotion, because it could it can still go higher into the fair value gap. And this is where I just allow price action to do what it wants. I don't, you know, how do I say it? I don't get fearful. I just let it do whatever it needs to do. I've taken the entry where I think is a good entry and where I should have entered, and I'd want to see price react off and go lower. That is all I'm looking for. And like I said, now it's just about being patient and letting price pan out itself. I'm not going to get scared if it does run higher into that fair value gap. I'm just going to let price do whatever it wants, because I've entered where I've entered. I've got my stop loss there for a reason, and I've got my take profit there because that's where I want to collapse the trade when it goes down. So I've got everything I need in place, and this is where, as a trader, if you have a stop loss in a logical place, a take profit in a logical place, then it's all about just waiting and sitting. If you don't know where to put a stop loss, or you're trying to force a high RR, that's where a lot of traders mess up. That's where a lot of traders end up blowing their accounts and taking silly trades without logic. As you can see, everything here is logical. We've got the turtle soup in London above the daily opening price, broke lower. It took out the Asian high as well on that turtle soup. Then we have the breaker taking that last candle. Well, again, ideally, you don't want to take all of that. And we have the breaker with the fair value gap. Price comes into it, creates a short-term swing high, and trades lower. That's what we like to see, leaving behind that order block. And now we're working into a retracement. And if I go on the fib, and if I use this here, like I said, I'm taking it from my own logical point of it being the order block. That's why I'm allowing it to trade high into the fair value gap, because it'll be into a premium pricing where we'd want to sell, and that is where I'm looking for price to go. So you got projections here. Again, I don't really use these. Normally I would just go for this over here, the projection below negative 0.5, but like I said, for me, I'm just going for that daily fair value gap, and I'll be in and out the market. So again, now it's just a waiting game, guys. I've got a 1 minute chart open of EU on another screen, and I'm looking at the dollar index as well, and I want to see dollar start moving higher. Just looking at euro to see maybe like a 1 minute market maker somewhat on the 1 minute time frame, not to trade it, but just to confirm that we are going lower. Again, this is what trading's like, guys. It's not fun. There's nothing exciting about what you're seeing. It's just plain old price action and just watching it. This is what reading the tape essentially is. You're watching it. I'm watching a 1 minute time frame on the other chart, and I've got dollar index on a 15-minute time frame as well, just to monitor price, just to see what's happening. Hopefully, when that 3 p.m. news kicks in, we see a much rapid move, but again, we might get there beforehand. Like I said, that's the time I don't know, and the only thing I can do is I can wait and let price pan out just like how it is now. Again, this is what patience is, a lot of the times when I'm trading, I mean, when you have a 1 minute time frame and you have the news releases, things get a bit easier, only in the sense that price, it will just move in your direction much faster. But sometimes it will take a very long time, guys, to get there, and that might be one of those days today. So we'll see. I've got a level marked out on the dollar index, and I want to see it run through it. That's what I want to see. It's the balanced price range on the 5 minute time frame, and I want to see how price reacts. Does it close above? If it closes above, great, because that's what I want to see. For the 1 minute chart, I'm seeing displacement, seeing almost like a market maker sell model here. It's not the clearest one to see, but I like the way we're moving down. There we go. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Speed. Dollar is going higher. Great. This 1 minute chart on the side is looking good as well. I'm going to just quickly show you guys what I'm talking about over here. You guys can see I've got the 1 minute time frame EU. This is why I'm saying I want to see speed, because I'm looking at price and how it's digging down. This was a balanced price range. I want to see a close above and just keep on going higher into the daily volume imbalance, which I actually haven't got marked out on this chart. So there you go. That's where I want to see price head into, and like I said, look at that. I'm patiently just waiting for it to go higher and higher. This is what I want to see. I wanted to see price trade above that, and it has. So now I just wanted to go higher and higher and higher while euro tanks lower, and I've got the 1 minute chart. This is literally what my other screen looks like. so I can understand where price is going and what it's doing. And it helps to know when the speed will come in as well. So that'll be interesting. But like I said, anything can happen in this marketplace. We know that. Just waiting for price. I'm not getting scared of anything at all. Like I said to you guys earlier, if price wants to go into a fair value gap, it can. The reason I keep reiterating that is because I don't want you guys to think that, oh, you know, he's just saying it. When it gets there, I'm not reacting to it. I'm telling you in advance that price could still go there, and I'm just going to be patient and let it pan out. Hopefully it doesn't, because I like the way we're moving now already to the downside. But like I said, a lot can happen. Like I said, guys, this is how I talk to myself. So you're basically getting the insights of intuition effects and how I talk when I'm trading. This is how I talk to myself, and that's the whole purpose of this. I don't want to fake anything. I don't want to try act smarter than I am or anything like that. The best way to be, good at trading is just to be yourself. That's what I'm being right now. So on the dollar index on the 5-minute time frame, like I mentioned, that balanced price range, it's actually not closed above it. So again, I'm just sitting on the sideline. Still got that 1-minute chart. I can see an order block with a fair value gap. Hopefully that should send it lower. So there should just be a little bit of a retracement. But again, we don't get scared of these kind of movements. We know where the order flow is. We know price is going lower. There's no reason to be a buyer right now. Again, if you go on the weekly breakdown, I know I did say I was looking for longs on GU. I wasn't sure about EU, but like I said, when the movement happens, when we got more information on Monday, which was yesterday, opened my chart today after London, and I said, okay, it's very clear where we're going. So you don't have to catch the whole weekly range unless you're a one-shot, one-kill trader. But you just need to know where price is going, where it's coming from, where it's now, and where it is going. And I can tell you it's going to that daily fair value gap, and that's where it's going to fill in now. Well, not right now, but that's where it's going. None of this price action should scare any of you. Like I said, it's going to go lower. I don't see myself getting stopped out. And I've said this numerous times, it may trade into that fair value gap and then tank. That's why I put my stop loss where it is. It allows enough room for price to move however it wants. Guys, getting some movement down. That's what we wanted to see. By the way, if you guys hear any creaking sounds, it's my chair. I think it's about time I buy a new chair for my trading. There we go. Getting some nice movement down. EU absolutely just slumped on that 1-minute time frame. It's going lower and lower, going below this low. Let's get there. This is where patience, this is where confidence now comes in, guys. It's created a double bottom. Equal lows. Must be patient. We don't react. We don't do anything. My target is this daily fair value gap. And I have the volume imbalance marked out as well over here on the daily. So if we get into that volume imbalance and we don't get here, may have to close the trade earlier. But like I said, this is why I'm monitoring everything together. So again, I'm just going to show you guys quickly over here. Forget GU over here. EU, remember I showed you guys this before. Market maker sell model, took out that low. DXY, that's the daily volume gap. That's what I'm aiming for. So this is why I've been quiet, because I know where price is going by looking at EU and DXY on another screen. And that's why it's important to always look at DXY. Just patiently waiting now for price to just keep going lower and lower. Again, you know, I reckon this would be a good place to take partials if you wanted to do that. But like I said, I'm not doing anything at the moment. My stop loss is staying exactly where it is. Probably not the best first trade to showcase, because a lot of the time I would have moved my stop loss by now. But it's the whole idea that we've got news at 3 and there's a possibility of price just moving into that fair value gap. So I've got to wait. Also, I don't like the way that it was too shallow. That's too shallow, that run. So I know they're going to take it way lower than that. Hence why I haven't moved my stop loss yet, because I know if they want to retrace back higher, then tank it, they can. But that's too shallow of a run. I want it to go much deeper than that. Again, I keep iterating this. Do not be scared by this movement higher. It's nothing, to be honest. And this is where a lot of people mentally burn out. They burn out their account, thinking it's a reversal, thinking price is going to start, you know, screaming higher. That London high is staying intact until we get to that daily fair value gap. If it wants to reverse on that daily fair value gap and something crazy happens, so be it. But I can tell you now that we are going for that daily fair value gap. I want to see it keep going lower and reach for this daily fair value gap right here. That's where I want us to go. That's it. Then we will be out this trade. Again, I haven't moved my stop loss, nothing. I'm just keeping everything in the same place. Slowly working our way to that daily fair value gap. And we're going to get there very soon. We're almost there. Just a couple pips away. And this is why patience pays, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, my logical place of taking this trade was here. Where did I put my stop loss? I allowed it room for movement, waited all this time, and there we go. We're going to get that drop, and we're going to hit that daily fair value gap. Like I said to you before, this is where confidence and experience pays. I've seen things like this pan out again and again and again. And I know that we should be taking out that daily fair value gap very soon. I like the big beefy candle to the downside as well. That's what I like to see. There we go, we're getting there, guys. That's all about patience. It's all about trusting your idea. You know, you guys have seen it. As price is going higher, I said nope, we're going lower, and I'm willing to sit here and submit to that idea. Even like now, you know, a lot of people would have closed their trades. That's not me, because I know where we're going. I'm going to hit that low. Let price do whatever it needs to do. I reckon the next candle, maybe the one after that, we should get that daily fair value gap hit. I do have a feeling that we're just going to keep sinking and tracing lower. But like I said, I have my target, and that's all I'm going for. There we go. This candle should do its job maybe. I like how we closed as well on that candle. Look at the way we closed. There we go. As a big beefy candle with you know, hardly any movement to the upside. Again, just patiently waiting, not closing my trade. It's going to take me out itself. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There is that fill that we were looking for, and we've got it. And that is the trade idea. So again, I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you guys learned something from it, mainly to do with risk management and just understanding patience. Again, guys, if there's anything you guys want me to do, any improvements for this video, please do let me know. You know, I want to provide the best I can for you guys, all on YouTube for free. So just DM me on Twitter, Telegram, Instagram, and let me know. Other than that, I hope all of you have a fantastic week ahead of you, and let me see if I can get another trade for you guys later this week. Peace.